I am going to break down literally everything for you guys. This is the one video you will need on how to take your own pictures and ultimately grow your... Okay. Here's the thing. In order to make money from social media and turn it into your career, you have to start taking your own pictures, in a sense. Taking your own pictures helps you to grow your following. Growing your following gets you brand deals, and brand deals get you money. That's how it works. So the first step is being comfortable in front of a camera, being consistent, literally getting content. Before we start, I do want to mention that my masterclass is up and running on my website if you guys are interested in literally me teaching you step by step what I did to grow my following and turn social media into my career. Link is down below. Also, I am introducing the ultimate photo taking guide, which pretty much is everything that I'm telling you in this video. So buy it if you want to. There's a little extra nuggets in there, but support your girl, whatever. All right, step number one, let's talk equipment. So the biggest rumor surrounding getting content and having quality content is that you need a camera, that you need professional grade equipment. Girl, I don't have that. We are on the same page. I have an iPhone just like y'all. I have a tripod off of Amazon just like y'all. I am not doing anything different than y'all are doing. There's literally like probably 13 videos on my YouTube channel about this at this point, but just to reiterate in case you're new and you've never seen me a day in your life, tripod is this 6-foot Amazon tripod. I absolutely love it. It's just Amazon Basics tripod. I've had it for about 1.5 years, so she's sturdy. Okay, she ain't going nowhere, she ain't breaking. The wind has taken her a couple times, but the fact that I'm using her as we speak, she's still standing, says a lot. I use Bluetooth clicker remotes. I absolutely love these things. I know there's different methods of taking your own pictures, but just personally speaking and off of like doing this for a good 1.5 years now, I like knowing when the picture is being taken because I'm literally pressing the button. So I love having the Bluetooth clickers. You can get them for $10 on Amazon, and then as they break or the battery dies, I just replace them. And then you'll just need your phone. Literally any phone works. I have an iPhone 11. She's not even that new, so, well, it's new and I'm blessed to have it, but your phone is literally all you need. You don't need to buy like a professional camera and professional lighting and all this extra stuff that people are trying to sell you. Stop. Don't do that. Next, when to go. So picture taking, I know it is like a big chunk out of your schedule and you do have to kind of work it into, you know, your day. I would say you need like a 2 to 3 hour window of time. My personal preference is golden hour. Golden hour is, oh, it's what you want, kids. Golden hour is more warm toned. I absolutely love it. It just makes your skin pop. Golden hour is 1 to 2 hours after the sun rises or 1 to 2 hours before the sun sets. So you can literally look on the weather app on your phone and it will say sunsets at 5:38 p.m. Cool. So because the sun is literally gone at 5:30, you want to be shooting your pictures at 3:30. That way the sun is on its horizon and it's literally shining directly at you horizontally. Going at golden hour is top tier. So next, there is a blue hour. Blue hour is 1 hour to 2 before the sun rises or 1 hour to 2 after the sun sets. If you've ever like been outside taking pictures, the sun is gone, but it's still kind of light out, that's blue hour. Blue hour presents a more cool tone. If you are looking for like a mellow vibe for your pictures, blue hour is the way to go. Again, referring back to the weather app, if the sun rises at 6 in the morning, you want to go shoot at 4 to 5 in the morning, and nobody's doing that. That's why blue hour is cut off for me, personally speaking, but sometimes, hey, if I'm up, I'm up. So literally just check your weather app and see when the sun rises, when the sun sets, and you can kind of just play off of that. In between those 2 hour time frames of the sun rising and sun setting, you have just regular daylight. I don't like shooting during the day when the sun is on its meridian or overhead because overcast lighting is a no-no. It's very rare that overcast lighting turns out good in pictures because the sun is, let me give y'all an example. So say my flashlight is the sun, correct? If the sun is shining overhead, everything is shadowing my face, bringing my face down. So like my eyelashes are gonna shadow onto my face, my nose is gonna shadow onto my chin. Like you don't want overhead lighting, or maybe you do. I can't tell you how to live your life. Overcast lighting is when it's like, you know, it's a regular day, but it's super cloudy. It's not raining or anything, but it's just cloudy. Overcast lighting is probably the best to take pictures in because the sun is like shadowed. So let me turn my flashlight back on. So say this is the sun, correct? And it's overcast, so the clouds come in like, ooh, I'm a cloud. Now, there's no lighting dilemmas, like there's no shadows on my faces because it's overcast. Plan your schedule around the weather. It will help you so much. Set aside a day or two and then have like a backup day just in case, to where you can take pictures and then just have everything planned out. Because sometimes the weather be tripping. And I've been in situations where we did not get along. But I'm gonna let it go because I'm here now. Now moving on to where to go. As far as outdoor locations go, some of my personal favorites, and you can probably tell by my Instagram, are parking garages, schools, warehouses, gas stations, malls, literally any blank wall, and like touristy attractions. So a lot of these places are public property. I will say, as far as schools go, don't be a creep. If you're going to a school, go on a weekend, because you know schools don't take place over the weekend and they'll be empty. A lot of these other places are places where you can get got if you're not on your A game. So be safe, be aware of your surroundings. If you feel suspicious or feel off about anything, just leave. I have kind of gotten rid of my social anxiety with taking pictures in public. It did take me a minute to overcome this fear, because I didn't want people looking at me, I didn't want people staring at me, I didn't want anyone to question what I was doing. But if you really think about it, why does it matter? You're not disturbing anyone's peace, you're not breaking anything, you're not on anyone's property, because the places you go should be more or less public property. People are just nosy, and honestly, people staring at you stems from a sense of, wow, I wish I was doing that, I wish I had that confidence, opposed to, why is she doing that? That's so weird. And even then, it's like, chill out. Don't trip, chocolate chip. Ain't nobody worried about you. As far as indoor locations go, you can always use just a regular plain white wall in your room, your kitchen, your office, places like that. One of my I guess we're friends. I think we're friends in my head, but it's rare because I don't have friends. Her name is Bronny on Instagram. She takes like 90% of her pictures literally at her house, or she'll rent Airbnbs and just take pictures and, you know, use indoor locations, and I admire that so much, and I kind of want to do the same thing. You can utilize indoor locations, you don't have to be outside. With that being said, you can utilize multiple locations. So there's one parking garage that I go to, and it's fairly large. So literally I'll pick 4 spots in this one garage and shoot 4 different outfits in different locations amongst the garage, even though it's still one place. And I will insert pictures because I've done this quite a few times actually, just using one spot and picking different locations within that spot. That way your Instagram isn't repetitive, there's diversity within your locations. You want to make sure that you're not using the exact location every single time, because that gets boring. If they know what to expect, they're gonna get bored, leading into ghost followers, leading into people unfollowing you, and you don't want that. Don't play with your engagement like that. That's not even funny. Don't do it. So now we're gonna get into some beginner friendly poses. All of these poses are super easy, and if you're just starting out or you're just kind of camera shy, you can do this. So this very first pose is what I call the look away. So pretty much you're doing everything but looking at the camera. This is my go-to just because my side profile, she has her moment, okay? So what I like to do is kind of just play around with different stances of my body. Just keep moving, don't stand still, but at the same time keep taking pictures. This is so simple because literally you don't have to look at the camera, so there's no excuses as to why you don't have pictures up, because girl, you don't even have to look at the camera. Get it together. This next one is also one that kind of covers your face. I call this one the reach or the grab. So pretty much you're grabbing or reaching for the phone as if you were trying to get it back from someone taking your pictures. So when I like to do this, I like to stick my hand out and cover maybe like half to 75% of my face. Literally just show off your assets and hide the rest. Now this pose is for my girls who like to poke it out. If you're a hot girl, if you're a baddie, honestly, if you just want to show off your body, this is the look back at it, the throw it back for a real one. This pose literally just put your butt towards the camera, put your back towards the camera, and look over your shoulder. That's it. And honestly, you don't even have to look exactly over your shoulder. You can look back and smile. Just, you don't have to do too much for these poses. The fourth section of this video is just helpful tips for you guys that I've learned along the way doing this for about a year now. Tip number 1, use the back camera. I get so many questions about this and I feel like it's common sense, but I guess not. The back camera on any phone, I don't care if it's an iPhone, an Android, a Samsung, a Motorola, I don't know what you got, I don't know what's out there, but the back camera is usually always better than the front camera. Another tip, and this one will save your freaking life, clean off your camera before you take any pictures. I'm greasy. My fingers be greasy, my hair be greasy, I'm just an oily mess, okay? I took pictures and Every single picture was blurry and I was so pissed at myself. Never again will I make that same mistake. Make sure you're staying safe, and I've mentioned this multiple times in this video and I will continue to mention it. Your safety is your #1 priority, okay? Be very aware of your surroundings. If you hear something, if you feel something, if you see something, don't risk it, okay? Like, I want you guys to be safe, and I don't want you to feel like you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations in order to grow. I mean, yes, you do. That's like the key part of growth, is putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. But there's a difference between people staring at you and people preying on you. Like, don't get got. Like, all jokes aside, be very careful. And my next tip is hiding the clicker. So like I said, I use Bluetooth remotes when I take my pictures. Put it in your pocket and put your hand in your pocket. When you're holding your bag, here, I'll show you. If you're holding a bag, you can hold the bag like this and then just put it in your hand and then put it like that, so it looks like you're just grabbing the bag. Finesse. And this one I've never shared on the internet before, but I do this quite often. So in my detail pictures, where it's literally just like my jewelry, my nails, like the bags, accessories, whatever, I literally take it and I put it in my mouth and I press it with my teeth and whatever works. The job is done. No one knows. Well, now y'all know, but do what you gotta do. I don't judge. I don't. Different strokes for different folks, okay? We don't judge over here. And lastly, #5, we're gonna get into some helpful apps. The one I use the absolute freaking most, and because I do take my own pictures, it helps dramatically, is Retouch. Now, this app is super cool because it literally removes anything. Like, if you want someone gone, you just erase them. I wish it worked like that for people, but this is just for photos. One day. And then we have Facetune. I love Facetune for literally everything. Like, if you have like, for me personally, I get like pimples underneath my chin and that's not cute. So I like to edit them out. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Yeah, especially with my chin. She feeling kind of rough right now. Oh my gosh, why am I so embarrassing? The smooth tool, so like if I didn't shave, because sometimes I'm lazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I do edit my pictures. I don't like shape shift and modify things, and if you do that, cool, whatever. But personally speaking, I just do it to enhance myself. Like, I think I look better in my head than I do whatever. If I'm, you know, hairy, because sometimes I don't feel like shaving, get rid of the hair on my legs, my armpits, my arms, sometimes I just smooth it out, and who's gonna stop me? That's what I thought. And the last and final app is LensBuddy, and I'm pretty sure all of you have heard of this app. So LensBuddy literally lets you set up your camera, you take a picture, and you can set like how many pictures you want taken. My go-to is take a picture every 0.5 seconds, and then you can set it to take, I think, 5 pictures, 10 pictures, 50, 120, or it'll just keep going until you stop it. The only issue I have with LensBuddy is it takes up such a large amount of space on your phone, like just it being an app itself, and then holding on to all those pictures. The storage be like 8 to 10 gigabytes, and I'm like, girl, chill out. If you're gonna use it, make sure you have space to contain it, or it'll just stop working and it'll crash, and then none of your pictures will be saved, and that's why we have beef to this day. I love the fact that it gives you the hands-free option of taking pictures as opposed to holding one of these. That is everything I have for you guys. Hopefully this video is informational and helpful to you all. It took me about a year to get to where I am, and I have no doubt in my mind that if you guys put in the time, work, and dedication, you can get just as far, if not further, than me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your patience with me. I've been battling like some stuff. Just being transparent with you guys. I have seasonal depression and it has been kicking me in the butt. So that's where I've been at. But I love you guys. Thank you for your support, and I will see y'all next time with a new video.